to look at, right now we are having a tension in this Red Sea area because missiles are being fired and some ships are being hit. One of my concerns was because when I met some of the big shipping companies of the world, how many Indians are working with shipping companies? That, in fact, the head of the biggest shipping company, Muller-Maersk, told me that his number one nationality of employment is Indian. So we should also take pride today that in the hospitality business, in the aviation business, in the shipping business, Indians are today, willing to take employment to make their contributions, because for us, wherever they work, it is a plus point for us.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. I am Rajesh Salpekar. I am a final year law student at the National Law University of Nagpur. Now, recently, sir, we have seen that there is some rift with Maldives, and the Out India campaign was the undertone lying underneath. So my question is, how does India always ensure that its interests are further, irrespective of the global change in governments?
That is what we are trying to do as part of what we call neighborhood first policy. But that said, politics is politics. So I cannot, guarantee that in every country, in every day, everybody will support us or agree with us. But seriously, as a solution, what we are trying to do, and I would say in last 10 years with lot of success, is to build, I would say, a very, very strong connect, so that though the politics may go up and down, the people of that country, the society generally has good feelings towards India and understands the importance of having good relations with India. So how do you do this? What it means in practical ways is that, let us say, we are involved today in building roads, electricity transmission, in supplying fuel, in providing trade access, in making investments, in having people holiday in other countries. All these are parts of how you develop those relationships. So we have to, as I said, sometimes things go not in a good way, and then you have to, in my business, you have to reason with people and try to bring things back to where they should be.
Yeah, I have one question in this context. In last your tenure as a secretary and then now as a minister for the last 9 years, can you highlight 3 or 4 biggest achievement of India's foreign policy which will have very long-term impact?
I would say, I'm not saying it in any particular order because some recent memory is there. I would say one, how much today our relationship has changed in the Gulf. And it was most visible when the UAE president came just now to Gujarat. That, we've historically, for centuries had close relations, because monsoon would bring people up and down. But if you see today how many Indians work there, there are about almost a crore Indians who work in the Gulf. Not just who work in the Gulf, the fact that actually during COVID, the Gulf countries looked after them in a very special manner. Today, if you look at the trade, you look at the, I would say, the political and security confidence. But most of all, if you look at the way they see us, the respect. And, next month, we will be seeing the opening of a temple, Swaminarayan temple in Abu Dhabi. And to me, that's a very profound change in how that region looks at us. A second change, I would say, would actually be US. US has been changing from the time of Atalji. That some of you may remember, unke samay mein President Clinton aaye the, and from that time, what was frankly a very difficult, almost negative relationship from 1947 till for 50 years. It started changing under Atalji. It continued thereafter. We saw the nuclear deal. But this time meaning last June, when I went with Modi ji to US, I felt there is a difference in the way in which America views India today. That the levels of how we dealt with each other is more equal. That they recognize the importance that particularly India holds for the technology world, and that the enthusiasm of American business for India has also changed. They were never very strong there. Because you asked me where has it changed. Another country which has changed tremendously is Australia. That in Australia, in fact, for some reason, even now, I don't fully understand why the Australia relationship really was neglected. But after many years, Prime Minister went there in 2014. And today, in fact, you look at it, Australia is one country which is, there will be some very, smaller countries again where things have changed. But I would say today there will be a number of relationships where, say, for every country, you need one, most reliable friends, okay, little bit less. But the more you have a group of people, group of countries who will support you on issues that are very, very important for you, it makes a very big difference. So, some years ago, when Article 370, the abrogation took place, two countries, I will not name them, two countries made an effort to take it to the UN Security Council. Okay. What surprised them was, UN Security Council ke 15 member hote hain. 5 are the permanent, 10 are non-permanent. We were not members of the council. So, in a sense, your case was being heard, but you are not in the room. But it was very interesting that actually a large number of countries who these two countries did not expect very clearly stood up and said, why we brought this issue? This is India's internal affairs, so we should not be discussing it, so we will not agree to it. So even today, they may be very small, population-wise. Some of them may be very small countries. In one case, it was a country with whom we did not even have an ambassador. So I promised them that day that I said, look, I will make an embassy, I will send an ambassador, I will come personally there to thank you. But this, how to build, internal diplomacy is very human. How to build this relationship, look after them. You have to do things for them also.